I don't think that he has to pay anything for this child's chiropractor unless he was consulted and was satisfied that that was a reasonable thing and a necessary treatment for his child. Now, I wouldn't say that with all parents who come before me, because I would say, listen, he may withhold his consent, and that would be unreasonable. But because of his history of payment and of visiting the child regularly and being involved with the child, my sense is that Mr. Maher would not deny his only biological child with the necessary medical treatment that she needs. I tell you now that the reasons that you give for your daughter seeing this, continuing to see this is it Miss Christensen or Mr. Christensen?
Miss Christensen.
I am not satisfied with those reasons. I can absolutely see why a child going through a period of divorce would be served well if both parents are involved, but initially and for a brief period of time, some ongoing family counseling. It's not to be used as a lifelong crutch. If you have a child who suffers from ADD, and unfortunately, I believe that that is a highly over-touted illness today. Mm-hmm. And as far as I'm concerned, the child should not be on Ritalin unless the child is tested.
She has been tested.
No. Not in 3 years, except for a teacher who writes up reports. A teacher.
No. Her therapist, you went to 2 different therapists, and her pediatrician.
A psychiatrist?
Yes.
A psychiatrist? A PhD?
No.
Show me.
Now,
I'd love to see the report.
Just a second. There is nothing
the
here.
bill.
There is nothing here that suggests to me that this child saw, other
That's
than
because he paid the bill.
Other than Dr. Christensen, a psychiatrist, that's an MD.
That's because he paid the bill, Your Honor.
What I'm telling you is, I think any parent who keeps a child on Ritalin for anywhere near approaching a year without testing to ensure that it is absolutely necessary for this child is making a tragic mistake. Ritalin is overprescribed. 40% of kids, 12 o'clock in schools today, you ring a bell, 40% of the class gets up and runs into the nurse to get their pill. And I want to tell you something. I sat in the family court for 15 years, and I was in the family court for almost a quarter of a century. And these kinds of medications are prescribed at least as often for the parents as they are for the children. That's a problem. Once you begin to believe that you can use a therapist as a crutch, and that starts as early as 5 and 6 and 7, and your child has been in therapy for 3 years, and I haven't seen any reason why. So I'm not ordering him to pay for therapy. And what I am telling you is, in the future, would be my judgment, unless it's an emergency, before you incur any medical expense that you expect him to contribute to, you discuss it with him and get his approval. And if you cannot get his approval, then the 2 of you sit down and decide, call up the American Medical Association, get the name of the top specialist in your area. The 2 of you go, have a consultation. You choose one. Choose 2. Have your consultation, and let the best therapist, the best professional in the area make a judgment as to whether this medical procedure is necessary. Aside from that, I'm not ordering to pay anything. That's all.